The community school is a non-traditional high school that is both high-tech and project-based learning. Every project that we do is authentic, it's grounded in community efforts, and we bring math and science and English and history all together into projects that get kids excited to learn.
With project-based school, you're in groups and you're not just sitting constantly every single day. You get to learn more and be interactive with other students.
I like to see how one thing connects to another, like that things that you wouldn't expect.
I know that chemistry and atoms and the atomic nature of matter, it's conceptually difficult for kids to digest. So it's really, really important to get in tools and things that they can use and grapple with and play with. The atom building game is one of the best curriculum tools I've ever used in class. I've used it at every school I've gone to, written a grant every time I go to a school to get one.
It's more of the project-based game idea.
You can't get the extra curriculum stuff that really gets kids a chance to dive in deep to content without a little extra funding. So those grants are really important. If you want to reach a local teacher and have an impact in your district, then you got to find small foundations that can support those, and they have a direct and immediate impact on the classroom in your community.
Anything from this chart do you see here?
Visual thinking strategies is a method of having a conversation or a discussion around artwork. Students are looking at the picture or the image and they are asked, what's going on in this picture? What do you see that makes you say that? And what more can you find? For students that are struggling, they are often very reluctant to speak in the classroom. So the conversation with the art levels that playing field for kids, that there are no wrong answers when it comes to having the discussion with the art.
Where it says, I wish I could jump into that painting, do you wish you could?
The grant provides further monies that are necessary for teaching the strategies now for the visual thinking strategies writing lab. Teachers' brains are changed with this open-ended inquiry-based type of instruction. They are no longer thinking that they have all the answers. They are moving away and understanding that students need to struggle and they need to provide an environment that it's safe to struggle. And these types of PDs, these professional developments, really help get them there. We have so much that we are curriculum bound to teach, and yet we need to always think about the delivery of that. What method would you choose to teach that to be more effective? And this foundation, to support something so cutting edge and so important in an educational classroom, is really spot on and appreciated.
The HEART program is a program within Spokane Public Schools that helps implement the federal McKinney-Vento law. And that law allows specific rights and protections for students who are experiencing homelessness. School is a great thing, but when you're homeless and moving around from place to place, it becomes tricky to access and to be able to do. The teachers have really great knowledge to share, but our program helps get there and show up at the door and be ready to learn and grow.
Hi, it's Sarah from the HEART program here with some items for you guys.
All of the homeless shelters that receive HUD funding are required to have a homework center. Our goal is to add to that homework center. So we're going to start off with these base kits of what we think are going to be the best needed, and then continue to work with the homework centers, making sure that they are something that can be truly effective for helping volunteers help our kids expand the learning that they have in the classroom. This grant allows us to have a huge jumping off point because all of these things take money to create. Supporting the Spokane Schools Foundation allows us in schools to enhance our love of kids and the love of teaching kids and seeing kids learn by doing projects that we can't otherwise do. It allows us the opportunity to be creative, to try things out that we can then later replicate and keep doing. And it allows us to just provide all that we can for kids and for their learning and their growth. And without that money, we wouldn't be able to have that opportunity.